What's up everybody and welcome to a brand new FIFA Friday here on TGI. I'm Matt and today I'm going to be carrying on with our Aston Villa Manager Mode series here in FIFA 16. So we will get into that in just a moment, but if you are new to the channel, every Friday we do this FIFA series. We also do new or the latest video games Let's Plays every single Tuesday. We have video game news and conversations, but you can find out everything on our website, thegamerinitiative.com. The link to that is in the description down below. So, last time out, we had a couple of successful games in the cup competitions. We got ourselves to Wembley with a really solid semi-final Capital One Cup win over Swansea. We were also victorious against, I want to say, Watford in the FA Cup. So we are through to the next round of that. We also rounded out the January transfer deadline day with a couple of decent signings. I will show you who we brought in very, very quickly. So we've brought in Jesse Rodriguez, switching Madrid for the West Midlands here at Aston Villa. Really good signing on the left-hand side there. That strengthened that position. And on top of that, we also added strength to our depth. We brought in a new young goalkeeper, Dragowski, which was good because we didn't really have much after letting Guzan go. And we also brought in Sarabia here as a central attacking midfielder because we didn't really have a second or reserve backup number 10. So he definitely adds some depth to our squad as well. So with that in mind, that is it now until the summer. So we have to make do with what we've got. I'm pretty happy with the squad, barring any drastic injuries like we had earlier on in the season, but that's enough of that anyway. Let's get straight into it here. We're going to try and get through all of February in this video, so it's going to be 6 games, which will conclude with our Capital One Cup final against City, so make sure you stay throughout the video for that, where hopefully we can get ourselves our first silverware of the season. But that's a bit of a way off at the moment. Right now we need to focus on this home game here against Norwich, see if we can maintain our position at the top of the Premier League. So there we go, another win, and this time it was the new signing instantly starting to pay off some of that transfer value. Jesse Rodriguez, 7 million from Real Madrid, grabs himself his goal in his debut. You can see there's a couple of shots early on from Jesse and also there from Neves, but then a great pass here from Vertut into Jesse. Stayed level with the last man. Norwich wanted offside, but they were never going to get it, and he drilled it first time with his weaker foot back across Ruddy. And it was a game where I definitely felt like I hadn't played FIFA for a couple of weeks, because last week's video obviously was early because I was on holiday. A decent effort there from Vertut, well saved by Ruddy, but final ball was lacking quite often, and as a result there wasn't a huge amount going on, unfortunately, which you're going to probably see there. That, I think, should have been a red card. Ayew was going to be through on goal, or at very least it should have been yellow. He was last man, but nothing given. But in the end it didn't really matter because we held on for the win, and it was a good effort from another new signing, Sarabia, trying to get his first goal of the Premier League campaign. But another win, another clean sheet, and another 3 points, which is critical in our pursuit of Premier League glory. So, with that one down, I think we move straight on here. No rest for the wicked. What do we got? We've got player conversations. Can we discuss wages? If you could look at my contract review, I've been thinking that my current wage... You barely play, Goya. How much are you on? We'll have a look how much you're on, because I don't want to start getting bad morale in the group. But let's have a look. What have you got? Goya. He's on 25. He's got over 3 years to run on his contract. What do you think he's worth? He wants another 10 grand? Nah. You can sit down, mate, and wait. You're not first team. You're not priority right now. So, in the last video we talked about maybe changing some of these up, which I think we will do now we've got new players in at a session. So, we'll keep Iheanacho in there. He keep doing his... What was he doing? He was doing shooting, I'm sure. I'm sure he would have been. That's not bad. Shot power could build up. Shot power, distance. So I kind of want distance upgraded as well. So yeah, we'll go with distance shooting for him. Number 2. Who else do we want to continue to grow? So I'm looking mainly at growing the players that aren't playing as many minutes. Because if they're playing, then they should grow anyway. So we'll keep this on. Adama. I want to improve your long passing. I think pass mastery. Yeah. If you're playing on the wing, that's something you need to improve. Midfielders. Sarabia. Obviously, if he's not the starting, we will do. He's pretty well balanced player, to be honest. But we will improve his vision and his short pass, I think. Yeah, vision and short pass for him. Who else we got? Definitely want to do Dragowski as well. We'll put him on hard. And then last but not least, who else? Riedwald, do you think? Yeah, I think Riedwald as well. Even though, have I put him into the starting lineup now? I think I might have, to be honest. But anyway, there's a nice balance there all the way through the team. We're going to simulate them all. I'm not really interested in doing them myself. It will take too long anyway. So they are. Riedwald has just increased to a 78 with that. Really good. Excellent. Excellent. Need to have a look actually if I've put him in. Yeah, I have put him into the first team. That's fine. I mean, I do want him playing anyway, but we'll advance up here to another Premier League game here. We'll keep the same squad, the first team, and then we will play our cup team in the next game, which will be FA Cup action. So no point wasting any time. Let's get straight into this game here against West Brom. Only 15 games to go in the Premier League now, and we are 10 points clear, looking really healthy right now. It's kind of weird when you look at the table, just very, very quickly, how no one else is doing well at all apart from us. I mean, yes, okay, we're undefeated, but you're always talking, teams should be getting 2 points a game, and no one's, like, with the exception of Spurs, no one else is near that. Strange, but there we go. That's EA's simulation engine for you. Let's get into this game here against West Brom. One that we should look to win. Obviously, a local derby as well, just to add to the tension. So, definitely want to get a result for the fans. And for the first time this season, we taste the bitterness of defeat. In the derby as well, really disappointing. They didn't offer much. It was just 2 very similar goals. Really good play down the right hand side from Sessegnon, whipping it in, and the ball inch perfect, being in between the 2 defenders. And we had chances, but whenever we did, they were from decent range and the keeper was equal to them. Here we go, here's the second one. You saw the first one before, it was very similar. Again, just being defender. I don't know what Rico's doing there. The head is straight at him and he drops to the ground. It's really disappointing. I know we weren't going to go the whole season undefeated, but it's just a shame that the defeat has to come against our rivals. No one wants to lose a derby, and to just play so poorly as well, it was just disappointing. Like I said, you can see all these efforts. They're coming from long range. West Brom, they defended with, they put 10 behind the ball and then counter-attacked quickly, and they nailed their tactics perfectly, and we had no answer to it. Fair play to them at the end of the day. It could have been more. They were just winning everything in the air. I couldn't win a thing in the air. But sometimes you get days like that. It was going to happen. And there you go. You can see there, keeper equal to it, tipping it onto the post. Just a very disappointing day at the office. But we have a chance to bounce back now in the in the FA Cup. And the sooner we forget about that game, the better. Move straight on here to the Cup. Have a new team, a fresh team as well. Nothing interesting here, I don't think. No, just a couple of emails. So without wasting any time, we're going to jump straight into this. Hopefully give the players a rest from disappointment of that, and hopefully get straight back into winning ways. We don't want to kind of start on a slump now at this kind of stage of the season. That's when we really need to be pushing on. As the cups are getting to a serious time, with the final coming up, and now the quarters not that far away in the FA Cup. We really need to put that right. Hopefully, starting with this game here against Hull. Now that is much better. We started this game really well, although at one stage I was wondering whether or not it was going to be our day. Good effort there, deflected wide, and then Sissoko having a cracking effort. Keeper rooted to the spot, but it comes off the bar. And then almost straight away after that we go down the other when Iheanacho beats the keeper inside of the post and back out. And then Sinclair cutting inside, aiming to the far corner, and a great tip away from McGregor. And half an hour gone, you're starting to think, oh my god, is it going to be one of these days where I just can't score no matter how good or bad I play? Another chance there, Sinclair, but Davis really well on the cover. But from the resulting corner, captain Kieran Clark steps up with a solid header, beating the keeper who came flapping, and that got us the goal. And then after that, it was pretty much just waiting, picking the chance. And right at the death, Iheanacho on the counter drove into the box. McGregor disappointed, probably almost certainly disappointed with that. Got a strong glove on it, but couldn't keep it out. And 2-0, we head on through to the next round of the FA Cup. And oh my god, look at that. Did you see that? Hartlepool beat Chelsea. Oh my god. So in terms of big team, and look, West Ham beat Arsenal. So in terms of big teams left in the FA Cup, there's no United, there's no Liverpool anywhere to be seen. Chelsea lost to Hartlepool. I mean, that's a stupid, come on, simulation. I mean, that just wouldn't happen, would it? Arsenal losing to West Ham, that could happen. And then you got Spurs City, so they're playing each other. So we've got a pretty good chance in this competition now. Into the last 8. The only team we might need to be a little bit wary of is going to be the winner of Spurs City. But other than that, Everton, obviously, decent side. West Ham got some good players. But I like our chances in the FA Cup as well now. So possibly, dare I say it? Oh crap! I don't want to do. I'll just come out of this. Skip out of this in a second. But yeah, could I possibly even think of a treble? Could we really be doing a treble? Hey, alright, okay. So I've got to do this by the looks of it now. And it looks like I'm going to fail it because his long range shots aren't great. Right. Oh, don't put it on his weak foot. Hey, I scored one. Yeah, 2. Oh, fuck off, Rico. He got himself a D. Can I see results? Get out of that. There we go. Okay, and I'll simulate. I'll simulate all the rest. That's what I want to do. You can see that the training's good fun, but I don't want to spend time doing all of them. This will make the videos far too long, and you don't want to watch me training. That's not really that exciting. Right, so we move on here now to the Premier League game, returning to the Premier League. This time against Liverpool. Obviously, disappointment in the last game out. Not necessarily to worry though. We still have a nice, healthy 7-point lead at the top of the table. Can't afford to lose too many more games though, because lose another couple and it starts to get maybe a little bit close. So let's see if we can bounce back here. Liverpool, going to be a tough game, but if we can get ourselves at least say a point, then I'd be happy. Let's just make sure we don't want to have back-to-back losses here anyway. That's the first thing we've got to worry about. So come on in, let's do this. Under the circumstances, that is a huge win for Aston Villa at home. You can see early chance there for Sturridge, keeper out of position but saved well. Vertoot then at the other end, giving us a chance for us to open the scoring, but always setting it out too wide and driving through the middle with Poyet, but Mignolet equal to it with a strong right hand. And then through the middle here, Vertoot again, this time saved by Mignolet, but could only parry it, and Neves, the one in the box, on hand to head it home. Another strong save. So yeah, we did have a good first half. They had a couple of early chances, but after the first quarter of an hour, we were definitely the better team. We could have had a second, but Mignolet making a couple of decent saves. But then in the second half, Sturridge threw on goal, and Varney had to come across to try and cover, but got it all wrong. Got himself sent off. So then Villa had to survive the final 40 minutes with 10 men, and we did it quite comfortably in the end. We stuck everyone behind the ball, changed our formation up, tried to hit them on the counter. You can see there Poyet with a couple of reasonable chances to maybe nip a goal on the counter attack, but the main thing was to hold strong and restrict their chances, and that's exactly what we did. Brought Iheanacho in to try and hold up the play a little. He almost got in on the action as well, but Mignolet, to be fair to him, had a pretty decent game. But we held on in the end, and 1-0 was the result. Obviously gave up more of the possession, but that doesn't really matter. We got ourselves our 3 points in order to maintain our 7-point lead at the top of the table. Currently 10, due to the fact that Spurs have not yet played, but... Oh shit. Sorry, I just needed to stop. Player injured. Oh, Neves has pulled his hamstring and he's out for 3 weeks. That's a big blow. Neves has been key to our success in the Minerva Park so far. But that's fine. We'll have to put Sanchez in. And then we can move Goya onto the bench. And obviously Varney being suspended, meaning Sissoko will come in. There we go. Just for the one game, I assume this is mentioned. But that Neves is definitely a big blow for us. Neves off, and then Vertoot go onto the bench there. Hopefully, maybe Goya can earn that extra contract that he wants now. You know, actually show that he's worth 10 grand more. Do some player development here. Reload this. Always something I've got to try and remember to keep doing. So there we go. Drozowski's up to a 72 overall now, which is good. And then next up is a Premier League game against West Ham. I was contemplating playing our quote-unquote second team here anyway, because we've got the cup final coming up. So I kind of wanted to maybe play the same players. Yeah, and Adama wants to play. So yeah, I think I'll play the second team here. Save our strongest 11 for that cup final against City in just a few days, because that's one we really would like to win. And you can see down the bottom there, Spurs actually lost their game in hand, so we've actually extended our lead to the top of points to 10 points again now. So whilst it would be nice to win this game, it's not critical at this stage in the season. So let's give the second 11 a chance, see if they can get themselves a result here at West Ham. It's another step closer to Premier League glory. Sarabia with the game winner there early on after only 10 minutes. Huge space in behind West Ham on the counter attack. Ball over the top, defending deep, and I don't think there was anyone in their half as I broke through. So that was a pretty straightforward goal, but well finished. Bakuna went for power on the free kick rather than Sarabia's placement. Maybe the wrong decision. And a good ball in here we were running riot on the counter-attack. There was just so much space in behind West Ham. Little flick from Iheanacho there trying to find the back of the net, but no joy. And I'm hoping you're going to see it. Yeah, there's a beautiful early cross there. You don't quite see it properly. I'll show you in the replay afterwards. Beautiful early cross by Bakuna. Iheanacho almost with a glorious finish, but onto the post and then the own goal. Bakuna almost grabbing himself a goal. Like I said, we really were on top. It was comfortable. There wasn't really much that West Ham troubled us with. That was a really good save on the deflection there, and then to get up quick enough to save the rebound. That's really good keeping from Adrian. To be fair, he has every right to be excited with that. And another effort there, keeper this time flapping, going nowhere. And that's about as close as they got. At the end of the day, it was a pretty comfortable win. Let's see if we can see that cross again. Here we go. So yeah, I thought this was a really good cross. You can see at the moment as it sits, Iheanacho's in behind the defender, but that cross is put into the perfect area just to be attacked. Beats the keeper to it. Really should be sticking it in the back of the net, but gets a bit of luck off the post, only for it to be tapped home. Ogbono was the one actually getting the final touch, but there we go. So now, just one final game to do in February here. We got the vital only 3 points dropped in the Premier League in February. We keep that up, we are guaranteed champions. And we now just have the little matter of the Capital One Cup final. So here we go. Our first chance at silverware for the season. Aston Villa, praise them. Nothing but the best so far this season. And everyone's okay fitness-wise? Yep. Well, obviously with the exception of... In fact, we should even be able to bring Umvami back in because it was only one game suspension, yeah. So yeah, the only issue now is Sanchez in for Neves, and we will switch them around as well because Sanchez left foot, so it makes sense to play him on the left side. Save that, and here we go. The final game of February. It's a big one. Can we get our first piece of silverware and Aston Villa's first piece of silverware in a long, long time? This is what we've been building up for. It's not going to be easy against City, but I really want this. I really want this, and I have faith. We've put in some big performances so far this season, so let's have one more. Come on, boys. And no doubt, they will be singing long into the night in the streets of Birmingham. Aston Villa have been victorious in the Capital One Cup final. Absolutely blowing City away. 5-1. We only had 5 shots. We had less than 40% possession, but we were clinical. And there it is. Mika Richards lifting the trophy. Villa fans jubilant. What a win. We talk about a game that rising to the occasion and being up for. We did all of it. You'll see the highlights here in just a minute. I just wanted to start this a little early so that you could see the celebrations with the cup in front of the fans, in front of the stadium. It's been a long time coming. It's been a great season so far. It's definitely not over, but this is definitely more than we could have hoped for when we started out the season. It was all about Premier League survival and maybe a cup run. So we've got one piece of silverware, but our goals are set much higher now. So we can have a look here at the recap as they came out. Really strong side for City, signed the likes of Aubameyang and Lacazette, but early on it was that combination of Sane to Payet, and Payet buried it in the bottom corner past Joe Hart. inside 5 minutes, and that really set the tone for the game. Just a few minutes later, about 15 minutes in, Sane with another one of his mazy runs and blasted it across Joe Hart again, right into the bottom corner. And the little German was involved again for the third goal. City having a half a chance with Delph. Not a pleasant return for him against his old club. And come on, we don't want to see shirt pulling. We want to see the goals. Let's go. Here he is, his Sane again. Drills it across right between the two centre backs for Ayew to tap in. And it was 3 after half an hour. Surely it was game over then. And just to round it off, Jesse riding the challenge from Zabaleta and bending it, cutting inside, bending it past Joe Hart. Right on the stroke of half time to make it 4. And that was it. It was game over. Like I said at half time, we had 38% possession, 4 shots, and we were 4-0 up. Yes, Aubameyang did get himself on the score sheet, 4-1. It was always going to be too much. And then we went straight up the other end. Payet again. Payet and Sane have been revelations for us this year. And he teed up Ayew for his second of the game. I don't think there was much else really to see after that. Nope. And that was it. 5-1 in the end. Like I said, there you go. 40% possession, 5 shots on target, but 5 goals. Clinical. Sane, Payet were incredible once again, as they have been for us so much this season. But we've still got more to go. This is definitely not the end of our campaign. It's a really good start. It's a really good result for Aston Villa. Look at that, £200,000 for winning the Capital One Cup. That's absolute bullshit. You should get way more than that for winning the Capital One Cup. But there we go. That is it for this video. It's gone a little bit longer than we normally do. I wanted to get the rest of February in. So we've probably got maybe 2 more videos left to go in this season now as we round out March, April and a couple of games in May. We've very much got the Premier League in sight. Only 12 games to go. We might actually have to go into 3 videos, I'm thinking, because you can't really get more than 6 games a video, and then we're going to have the FA Cup as well. So, but we are closing on the end of the season, and very much more silverware on the horizon, I would hope. But today is all about celebration for the Capital One Cup. Villa's first piece of silverware in a long time, and one that they will not forget for even longer. Great stuff, boys. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. As always, if you've got any comments you want to leave down below about squad changes, then do let me know. But obviously, why change a winning team? We're playing really, really well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I will see you all next time.